day two of our May challenge, or whenever you are doing this, your day two. Getting back to our truer self, truer version, more creative, more sparked. I'm just gonna fix the camera. More energy, more passion for things, for life. This is what I want for you. So we are going to get going here in our movements for day two. For yoga, we're building upon day one. We're going to do a little more back opening your spine movement. Now, if this is not for you, you know I got you. If the back movements that we're going to be doing on the floor are not for you, simple little tweak to your process and I'll prompt you again, but I will be doing the back movements. I will demonstrate first. So when we're on the back, if you do not want to back bend and come up, then I suggest flip over. Won't take that much time. Flip over. Bring in one knee, flex the foot, stretch out the leg. Do the other one. And then bring in both. Beautiful. And then when we're done our back bends, simply flip over, meet us again, and come up. Come up to wherever we're coming up to and join us again. So you're on the back, it's more supported. Still getting a little bit of stretch through the glutes, through the back, and through the legs. Beautiful. So you will be doing that instead of a back bend. You know, I always think it's not that we can't access these moves. We just have to make them accessible for where you're at that day and what you're feeling in the body, and acknowledge it. Don't say I can't do this and give up. That's what we're not about this challenge. And every day, we just have to make it accessible for us that day. We all have days. We all have days. Beautiful. Let's sit, let's get present. Let's get started. Start to feel your alignment. Where's your chin at? We bring in this movement so that energy can flow. We can think more clearly. We can move more clearly in our day toward the things we want to do. And tomorrow we're going to be bringing in a little more clarity. We're going to have an exercise tomorrow that we're going to start and continue throughout this challenge. Today I'll be talking again at 1 p.m. on Instagram, and then be posting into our community chat that you have a link to a little bit more on the things that I'm trying to help my body, to help my mind, beautiful. For one more breath here. Beautiful. And then again, I'm coming to be seated on my heels. If that's not for you, you can always bring that bolster underneath to help out those knees. So you'd be seated on that bolster in between. Beautiful. And again, here, check your alignment. Sometimes we sit forward and you really feel it in that back where you have your hips tilted forward. Bring them in. Breathe. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands behind us, interlacing those fingers, drawing them down. Breathe. Beautiful. Forward fold. If you can, lifting those arms up off the back. Beautiful. Coming all the way back up. Releasing the hands. Beautiful. Let's warm them up. Coming forward, bring the hands up. Interlace the fingers in front. Bring up the hands. Beautiful. Bring them forward. Bring them up. Bring them forward. Bring them up. Bring them forward. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, bring them forward. Release the hands down by your side. Beautiful. Let's bring the right hand to the mat. The left one coming up and over. Beautiful. Inhale, up and over. You can continue with the sweeping movement if you'd like, if that feels better on the back. Or just come over to your left side. We're taking out a few of the transitions just so we can add in the back bends without compromising time here. Beautiful. Inhale, up and over. Or come forward. Beautiful. Inhale, up and over. Beautiful. And then come all the way back to center. We're coming up to the knees. We're going to bring out that left foot. We're going to draw the right hand up and over. Beautiful. We're adding in a little bit more to this side. Remember last time we switched, we turned over. We're still going to do that. Inhale up and all the way over to the right side. Remember, if you need that block or that chair. Beautiful. Bring in the belly. Bring it up. Bring it over. Beautiful. We're going to turn to face that left foot and forward fold. Beautiful. Coming up. Coming back to center. Bring in that left leg. Bring out the right. Breathe. And bring the left hand up and over towards that right leg, that right extended leg. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Bring it down. Tuck in the belly, squeeze the glutes so you can come up and over that leg. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Turn to face that right leg. Forward fold. Breathe. Beautiful. Coming up. Come back to center. We'll bring that right leg in. Pause for a moment. Beautiful. We're going to open up the arms. We're not doing eagle arms. We're just going to give ourselves a hug here, right over top of left, holding on to the back of those shoulder blades. Breathe. Beautiful. If you'd like to do eagle arms as part of your daily practice, you can just bring up those arms. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Open up. Bring the right underneath, left on top. Give yourself a hug. For one more breath. Beautiful. Open up. Drop the hands. And now we're going to essentially give ourselves a child's pose, bringing out the knees here, but instead we're going to bring out the feet a little bit. So the toes are not going to be touching. We're going to bring them out. Now, if you really like Happy Frog and you want to go deep into Happy Frog, you can turn out the feet, go into your Happy Frog. I'm going to keep the toes tucked in today, keep the belly active, and we're going to scooch on forward. How wide you bring those knees, totally up to you. Breathe. We're just keeping the toes not touching. Notice going deeper into the groin area when those toes are not touching and they're a little separated. For one more breath. Beautiful. Coming up. Bring the knees together. Let's get into our tabletop. Beautiful. We're going to do our cat-cows here today. So bringing the chin round the back for your cat. Bringing the belly button. Beautiful. Drop the hips, drop the belly, lift the chin for your cow. Beautiful. Move at your own pace. Use the breath. Mindful of the neck, the movements of the shoulders, the neck, the spine, the belly, the hips. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to neutral tabletop. Breathe. Now let's get into our first downward facing dog, tucking those toes. Elevate the knees, bring the hips back. Straighten the legs if you're going into that position. Breathe. For one more breath. Beautiful. Step the right foot forward. Drop that back knee and tuck the toes, looking forward. Bring the hands up to the thighs. Breathe. Beautiful. Engage that back leg. Let's step it forward to ragdoll. Breathe. Release the neck. Maybe move it side to side. Beautiful. Roll it up. Mountain pose. Palms face forward. Everything's engaged. Look at the alignment, ears, chin, shoulders, hips. Are you pushing into all four corners of the feet? Beautiful. Inhale those arms up to tall mountain. We're going to interlace the fingers to the top. Stretch it out. As we're stretching up, we're going to bring it to the right side. I'm just trying to face you. Bring it over to the right side, but still stretching up. Beautiful. Inhale up. Over to the other side. Mindful breath. Inhale up. One more time, over to the right side. Inhale up. Over to the left. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Release the fingers. Bring the hands through center out to be forward fold. Release the arms. Release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Chest parallel to the ground. Beautiful. Step back the right foot. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toe. Low lunge. Bring the hands up to the thighs. Breathe. Low lunge. Breathe. Beautiful. Let's bring that left foot back. We're going to come into our back bend. So let's bring that left foot back. And let's lower down from a knee push up. Beautiful. On the ground. So this is where you're going to turn over if you're not doing the back bends with us. If you like to try the back bend, noticing it's very easy to relax the belly on the ground. The key is to bring it in, support the back, squeeze the glutes, everything stays active. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders at first. Elbows nice and close. And then we're just going to lift up, pushing the hands on the ground, lifting the chest. Breathe. Everything's active. Legs, glutes, belly, chest. Breathe. Beautiful. Lower down, forehead to the mat. Beautiful. We're going to inhale our chest up again. Elbows nice and close. This time, if you can, bring those hands up off the ground. If you're on your back, you're working on individual leg stretches and then bringing both knees in towards the chest. Beautiful. Lower down, forehead to the mat. Beautiful. This time you can repeat the hand movements that we did underneath the shoulders, or if you can, if it's accessible today, we're going to bring those hands behind us, interlacing those fingers, extending those arms, and then we're bringing up the chest, and we're bringing up the legs. Use the pulling back of the arms down the back to lift the chest. Everything's active, including that belly. Breathe. Beautiful. Lower down, forehead to the mat. Release the hands underneath the shoulders. Beautiful. We're going to lift up all the way back to child's pose. Toes come underneath. Push up. Push all the way back. Untuck those toes. Child's pose, you can rest the arms behind you or have them stretched out. Toes come touching, knees come out. Child's pose. Beautiful. One more breath. And let's come up. Come all the way up to your knees, knees underneath the hips. We're adding in this spinal twist again. I said we're moving these spinal twists today. We're going to bring that left hand, we're going to reach back for the top of, maybe you'll just grab your hip or that bum cheek, that opposite bum cheek. Or if you can reach down, if you have long arms, to that thigh. See where you can feel it. Belly in and twisting. I bring that right hand just to wrap around. Beautiful. If that feels at all painful in the shoulder, just extend that left arm back instead of holding on. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Let it all come back to center. A little bit of that rebound. Breathe. So this time my right hand is going to wrap behind me. Now remember, if that's too painful on the shoulder, just extend it back behind you. Turn your gaze. Wrap that left hand around you. For one more breath. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. That felt a little unusual. Such an extreme movement to touch over. It's kind of what I want. You know, we kind of do these robotic movements now if you've been doing yoga for a while, and we're kind of just used to the usual stretches, and we're not even going for like the full postures a lot of the time. So I'm just going to bring in a little more dynamic, a little more stretching, a little bit more going deeper into places that we normally do, through the side body, through the groin area, through the shoulders, in a very slow way here in this 30-day challenge. Beautiful. So we are going to get right into a child's pose and then get right down to our back. Okay, today, that's how we're flowing today. The child's pose, just 1 or 2 breaths here, just for the transition of our back. Beautiful. And then as we come down to seated position, however you get there, you get there. If you want to challenge, we're going to swing the legs through. Getting there. Some days are better than others. Come into a seated position. Breathe. In this morning's challenge, we're taking out that laying down of Shavasana. If you're doing this in the evenings, you can do your Shavasana. If you'd like, again, make it part of your meditation practice, and we have those exercises coming up, those meditations coming up in this challenge as well. Beautiful. We're just going to do one more posture before we lower down, or before we come back to seated, and into our breath work, little mini meditation, and then ending our practice today. Beautiful. Bring those feet to the earth. So there's 3 levels of this posture. We're going to extend that left foot. We're going to bring that right ankle over top of the left thigh, flex the foot. Beautiful. You can stay here if you feel this great stretch. Remembering we're still holding ourselves up, so everything should be active. We shouldn't be slumped. We should be active right over those sit bones. Beautiful. If you want to go a little bit deeper, bring your hands behind, and we start to bend that bottom leg, bringing the foot to the earth. Maybe you want to stay here. This feels great. Or we can slide our hips towards that heel of the left foot. Flex the foot. And then breathe. For one more breath. Beautiful. Slide it back. So you've brought your hips forward. Lengthen that left leg. Uncross. Take a moment. Make sure you're over those sit bones. Beautiful. Other side left. Crossing over the ankle, crossing over the thigh. Remember, this is where you can stay. Everything's engaged. You're working all your muscles here. Or you can place that foot on the mat. Beautiful. You can slide the hips towards the heel. Breathe. Breathe. For one more breath. Beautiful. Slide away. Straighten that leg, uncross. Beautiful. Then start to come into your cross-legged or first a little butterfly. Little butterfly. And then when you're ready, whatever your cross-legged looks like, you can come up to a bolster, or you can start to do your Shavasana practice. Beautiful. So we had some deeper stretches that we're getting to. We didn't have a lot of up and down or side to side. It's the first day, and we'll be bringing those movements back in and taking them out. But they're essentially, we're still going to the same areas. A lot of side body in this challenge. We're going to be bringing in a lot of hips, a lot of chest and shoulders, just to open up those areas that may be stuck underneath the armpit. So just notice here for a moment what you feel. What feels like it got activated? So maybe you feel a little more sensation in those areas, a little more tingles, a little more blood flow. Beautiful. Bring the hand to the heart. Sorry about that. Hand to the heart, hand to the belly. Be up nice and tall. Breathe. Beautiful. Just connect with the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your heart. This is where we can gain focus for the rest of the day. Reminding the mind to connect with the heart, connect with the breath. Staying present. So that when we feel like something is off, or when we have decisions to make, going right or left, our mind is so tapped into our intuition that we won't fret. We won't worry that we're making the wrong decision. things will seem a little clearer. And we'll feel it in our body, because it doesn't feel like we're resisting the choice. We don't feel sick to our stomach. We're connecting. We feel a little more easy. That decisions are right for us. No need to explain them. Today is only day 2. We're going to be bringing in a lot more creativity, a lot more searching. It may seem like a roller coaster ride, but you'll have those moments where everything seems to fit, where you'll seem like things just laid out as they were supposed to, as they were there the whole time. You were there, your energy was there. We just had to unlock it. So let's inhale those arms all the way up, all the way up. Take a deep, deep breath. Bring it in through center, pausing at the mind. Remind it to connect all the way down to the heart and all the way down to the belly, our intuition. We'll be working from. Big deep breath, long exhale. Namaste. Beautiful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look forward to day 3. And please join the discussion. Help others with maybe stuff that are working for you. Perfect. Bye.